Black Magic Commander.
How's it going today, gatherers? This is Kelly the Flicker Guy, and today we're here to talk about a couple of things I would love to see in the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering crossover. So as we know, we're going to have the reveals start to happen on May 10th, this Saturday at PAX East, with Magic showing off what Final Fantasy cards are going to be coming in the new set. We should get some cool art, a look at some really cool cards. We should see some themes going through. So before then, I decided, how about I throw my hat in the ring and just speculate, or rather suggest, or even put my wish list, as you could say, of cards that I'm interested in, or characters that I'm interested in seeing in the new Final Fantasy set. Just like in that last video where we saw Shiva as a summon card, the Saga Elemental creature, we want to see Bahamut. At least I would like to see Bahamut. So of course, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. What I really hope is that it's a mono white summon saga for whatever reason. I don't know. I really like mono white. I think it'd be pretty cool in my summoner deck. I mean, my wanderer deck. That'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty dope. But I'm hoping to see all of the Final Fantasy summons. Of course, Odin, Diablo, Alexander, Ifrit, Titan, Leviathan. So many summons, and they got so much to play with. And hopefully there's at least one or two commanders that actually speak to those colors. Maybe a 5-color. I'm thinking Clive. Final Fantasy 16 was something I was very excited for. I wasn't as excited once I played the game. It's still a cool game. Not my favorite Final Fantasy. I think they did a little too much trying to do the action. But Clive, minor spoiler alert, not really, will probably be a 5-color commander, is what I'm thinking, because he's about embracing these summons. So I think with him, he could possibly speak to these summons somehow, and he probably can deal with them, be much like Tom Bombadil, I guess. We'll see. But I think he'll be the 5-color commander that'll actually speak to summons. And then hopefully we'll get Yuna. Yuna will probably definitely be some that speaks to the summon elementals. And I think she'll be really cool. But it looks like she might only be in Bant, which will leave out a couple of our boys and girls and some of the other colors. Also, who I hope to see in the game, I'm interested to see what they do with Sid. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Sid card, but the difference is there's pretty much a Sid in every Final Fantasy. How they're going to do the Sid? Do we get Final Fantasy 7 Sid? Do we get the Sid from Final Fantasy 15, which was the mechanic? So many different things they can do with Sid. I'm interested to see what they do with that card and how they keep that flavor. Another thing that we always see in Final Fantasy, that's a actual one of the few things that actually continues from each Final Fantasy, much like the summons. We get the crystals. That every Final Fantasy has some form of crystal, and usually how people get their powers in Final Fantasy. So whether it's materia that Cloud them uses, or just a random crystal from all the way back from Final Fantasy 1 versus Final Fantasy 16, where they're popping open the crystals where the summon's powers are stored. There's always crystals. So I really would love materia cards. Hopefully commander decks, just all the lands are like full Lord materia cards, but I doubt that's going to be a case. They'll probably do a cycle of materia, maybe for all the colors. I'm not sure, but I would love to see materia. And then I also, just whatever they do with the crystal cards will be very interesting. A Squall card is going to come. He has that whole active trigger thing where he pulls the gun blade. I'm interested to see how they showcase that in the card. So Squall should definitely be a pretty strong legendary creature. So I'm interested to see what they do with him. Squall will be pretty dope. Rinoa as well. She should show in there, hopefully with the doggo. She'll have him with her. It's so many Final Fantasy characters to take from. I don't know how they'll be able to get them all. But Final Fantasy, they're going to have a ball with Final Fantasy. And I'm here for the ride. And hopefully we get a Dragoon card in the form of Kain. Now Kane is from Final Fantasy 4, 6, 4. So much Final Fantasy. But Kane was a Dragoon, and he's known for his. I mean, all Dragoons are known for their jump ability. So far in the leak cards, what we've seen happen with jump is pretty much how they've kind of dealt with Dragoons, because they had the Dragoon Spear that kind of got leaked. When the creature attacks on that turn, it gains flying, which kind of shows off the whole point of jumping up in the air and not being able to be reached type of deal. But ideally, in Final Fantasy, when a Dragoon leaps and they do their jump and they go in the air, they're untouchable until they drop back down and deal damage. So I'm wondering if they're gonna take on phasing at all and use that as a way of showcasing jump, because it's similar in the fact it goes away, you don't see him, and then he pops back up and shows up and ideally does damage. So maybe something that phases out and deals damage, or when it ETBs deals damage. We'll see. I'm interested to see what they do with Kane. And then also, I'm hoping to see Arwen. He should definitely be a samurai from Final Fantasy X. Hopefully he has a really cool ability. Y'all know how I am. I'm all about the samurai. I'm all about the ninja. So yeah, give me some samurai ninjas. I'm going to be happy. I'm looking forward to the next Sephiroth card. Whatever the full-on in-set card will be, that will be Sephiroth. He'll probably be Grixis. I'm hoping he's Esper, but he'll probably be Grixis. And he should be one heck of a ride because of what they showed with the 6-drop Sephiroth and the starter set. I would imagine that the full set of Sephiroth will be pretty epic. So that card is probably going to be one of those chase cards. And then, yeah, Noctis. We haven't seen a Noctis yet. So we saw Gladiolus. He's pretty cool. Kind of borderline hitting Golos levels without the flicker. But, yeah, it should be pretty cool to see what Noctis brings to the table because of he has such a range of abilities. He's not super. I don't think his magic was like the best of all Final Fantasy, but the way he zips around the stage, flying behind all the king swords and all, I think that could be a really cool ability. And depending on what colors he is, which I'm sure he'll have white, is what I'm assuming it'll be one of his colors. Maybe some blue. He could very well. I'm not saying Esper. I don't know. We'll see what color he'll be, but he'll be pretty unique, I think, with his gameplay. And if he has any of his swords as equipment or anything, I think it'll be even cooler. So definitely looking forward to a Noctis. One of the cards we haven't seen yet is Zidane. He's from Final Fantasy IX, one of some of the people's favorite characters in Final Fantasy for whatever reason. I mean, he's basically young Goku. He has a tail and all, I don't know. Pretty cool, but he has a transformation, which will be pretty interesting. And right alongside him, who's even more of the favorite character, is a Vivi. So I think if they do Vivi, that'll get a lot of people excited as well. So can't wait to see a Vivi and a Zidane, because those two are going to be lovable characters that a lot of people get behind. I'm waiting to see a standard size Chocobo. We got to have a Chocobo, right? A mount. We have to have a mount in the game. That should definitely come and be pretty cool. Vincent Valentine. I think when they make that guy, he better be probably Mardu. He better be gangster. He better be out of this world, because a lot of people really love Vincent, and I don't think they'll take him as an uncommon or anything like that, or some low tier level legendary. I think people really gonna want a really cool Vincent because it's a cool character in Final Fantasy. Definitely outshined by Sephiroth, Zack, Cloud, all the main characters, Barrett, Tifa, Aerith, which she should get a card. Definitely probably going to be pretty cool. I'm interested to see. Probably I'm thinking she's going to be Naya as well. If not Naya, should be Selesnya, that white and green. But yeah, that whole Final Fantasy squad, they all should have a card of their own. I'm hoping to see that. And I want to see Knights of the Round. Through all my playing of Final Fantasy, never actually got Knights of the Round. If I can get a card with nice around, I can at least say I got it. And then finally, I want a limit break card. Just a card that shows cross slash or whatever the case may be of a Final Fantasy character hitting their limit and going ham. Let me get that. Let me see Final Fantasy. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to throw out a couple of things there that I look forward to seeing. I'm pretty sure they're going to surprise me with all kind of things. I'm super excited. I'll probably drop another video this weekend kind of talking about some of the cards that are revealed. So just stick with me, stay with me, continue to like and subscribe. I'm loving that road to 1,000. I want to keep that up. Let's hit it. Appreciate you guys. Stick with me. The gathering is in the black. Catch y'all guys next time. Out.